Hello my viewer, and welcome back to Kate's Crochet. And today, as per the title of the video, we are working on a beanie hat using two different colors. And so I have some which I'm doing in just one color, one plain color, and I have this yellow. I also have white. I have this hot pink. And because we've already done this one, so I thought, why not do the two colors or more than two colors hats with you. So the materials that we need are the two colors, or as many as you wish, a pair of scissors, a crochet hook, and a tape measure. So now we are going to start with a slip knot, and we make a chain which is long, which is 11 inches long. This depends with the person you're making for. So ours, we are doing 11 inches long. In the other video for the beanie hats, the one we did for this one, I have an attached charts for measurements, so you can refer to that. So I'm not going to do any specific number of chains, but I'm doing 11 inches. So you measure as you make. Yeah, there is mine. So now we are going to start working, and we are going to skip the first chain, this one, and we go to the next, and we make a single crochet. We make a single crochet to the next, single crochet to the next, and we single crochet all the way to the end. Yeah, so continue doing singles until you get to the other side. I'm at the end and I'm left with one chain, so I'm going to do a single, and just before I finish that with my two loops on the hook, I'm going now to attach the second color. Throughout this hat making, we are not cutting yarn, so stay tuned to know how to do this. I attach my second color and I chain one and then turn. So I skip the first stitch, I skip this one and go to the next, and I work single crochet, work single crochet to the next, and work single crochets to the end, just as we were doing on the previous row, right? And it is single crochet on the back loop. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention that. So it is single crochet on the back loop. We want to achieve this ribbing effect. You can see, yeah, we want to achieve this effect. As you touch, you can feel the ribbing. All right, so we continue doing singles on the back loop, and I meet you on the other side. I'm at the end. I finished this with one single crochet at the end. Always make sure to make that one last single so that you don't do reduction. So at the end, this is how it looks. We chain one and turn, skip the first stitch, and to the second work a single crochet on the back loop, and we are just repeating the same stitch all through. Single crochet on the back loop, sorry. So continue doing single crochets on the back loop until you get to the other side. I'm at the end and I finish with one single crochet, and just before I finish this, I'm going to change color. So what I'm going to do, I'm taking the previous color which is just attached, and I'm going to yarn over and go through the two loops, and that's how we are not going to cut the yarn. Right, we chain one and turn, we skip the first chain, the first stitch, and to the second we work a single crochet to the back loop. So if you realize, we are just repeating the same stitch all through. So you do this to the end and I meet you on the other side. I'm at the end and I finish with one single crochet. I chain one and turn, and I just continue repeating the same. I skip the first stitch, and to the next I do a single crochet on back loop, and I continue doing this until I get to the other side. I'm at the end and I finish with a single crochet, and just before I finish that I change color again. So I'm just getting the yarn which is below, and I finish that single crochet. I chain one and turn, and it is just repeating this same process once again. So something you must have noticed by now is that we are doing 2 rows of each color. We did 2, changed our yarn, again we did 2, changed color, we did 2, and now we have changed. So we are going to do 2 of these, come again and change, and we repeat this over and over again until we have our desired size. So it is going to be 2 rows of each color, and then you change to the other one. Something also you must also note is that we are only changing from one side. Okay, so the other side is just nice, and don't worry about the yarns that are appearing on this side. When we be sewing the heart together, the side which is has a nice finish is the one that is going to be on this side, so that now this one is going to be hidden here. All right, so now continue doing this, repeating the same process. Again, you have one long piece according to the size that you want. Maybe I'm going to attach the chart again at the end of this video so that you can have a guide. So we continue, and I'll be back with my desired size.
A few moments later.
I have these which I've worked with these colors. So I've done this how many inches? I did 16 inches, but it's stretchy, so when you stretch it goes up to 18 and a half. Yeah, so now we are going to stitch, because as you can see it's one long piece, so we are now going to stitch together. So before you do that, you decide which side is going to be your wrong side and right side, and this is going to be my wrong side. So I'm going to stitch it when the wrong side is out, so that once I stitch, now the inside is clean. So now I left these two yarns to stitch on the side and on the top. So we are going to use a darning needle, and we start joining the two parts together. Yeah, so we get one stitch from one side and we join on the other side. So make sure you don't skip any stitch, and this is going to join very nice. You continue doing this until you get on top of it here. I've reached the top, and so I'm going to tie these two yarns, and I cut this one, and then I use the other yarn and I continue stitching the top here with the second yarn. So you just stitch, you just go doing stitches. So that at the end we are going to pull the yarn and it just comes together. It's easier done by this darning needle because the needle is not sharp, so you're not afraid of piercing yourself, unlike the normal needle. So it also saves on time. Yeah, so I'm done, and I'm going to do more stitches to join these two sides. Yeah, and the top is also done, so I'm going to pass the needle there, and it comes to the other side, and I turn. Now this is the right side. You can see how it turns out. So I have this pom-pom which I'm going to do on top here. I've already done a tutorial for the pom-pom on the previous video, so go and check that. So I'm going to stitch it. I'm getting a place, yeah. So I stitch it on top here. Another thing good about this needle is that it has a big hole, so there is no struggle in threading. And once I'm done, I turn to the inside or wrong side and I secure my yarn and cut. And here is our beanie, our finished beanie. Yeah, so that's it. I also have this, which I also did the pom pom. Yeah, and I have a white also. Yeah, and that's it for this beanie. So thank you so much for viewing this to the end. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe and share. Remember to also comment down below. Goodbye.